Adventure on Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio. And I'm here with our next guest. Super excited because we're going to be playing Download, one of my favorite festivals in the whole world. And it's going to be badass. So let's welcome to the show, INDEVTH. How are you?
Yo, dude, how you doing, man? I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. And so cool. Now, okay, so how does it feel to play Download? Like, what kind of reaction is it that you have when you first find out you're playing Download?
Oh,
we were all absolutely like flabbergasted, mate. To be honest with you, like it's not the kind of thing that you find out like on a random Tuesday when you're all at work and it's like 10 a.m. and you're all just like messaging each other frantically, like freaking the fuck out, like. Yeah, I remember it. I remember it very well.
that was literally how it went down. I got the email and I was like, "Oh fuck! Like this is oh no, we're paying Download. What the fuck? What's going on here? Like this is ridiculous." But now, honestly,
I thought he was joking. To be fair,
mate, so I thought I was getting trolled. But like, no, honestly, I think we're just so excited about it, man. Like I think we've always wanted to play Download like since we were kids. And like, especially coming from England as well, like Download is such a big thing over here. So it's just like an honor to be even considered, like to even play. Do you know what I mean? So the fact we're playing, nuts, mind blowing.
And so I'm from the States. It's not just in the UK. Like Download is respected throughout the world as like one of the greatest festivals, longest running ever. And it's interesting because it was something as being in radio that, somebody that goes and does coverage at different festivals. It's like, if I'm going to go outside the United States, what's the first festival I would want to pick to cover? And that festival was Download. It was like that. And then I got spoiled because just the way Download operates in every way, for me as a media person, for you guys as the artists, for the people attending, it's just like a well-oiled machine that still has that old school kind of feeling towards how a music festival should be and how artists should be treated and how media should be treated and how we're all a team together for a common goal. And that's what makes it such a great success.
No, yeah, completely, man. Exactly, man. And you see, like, especially with all the bands, you can see, like, from the top to the bottom, man, like, everyone is there, like, what they're working hard just to make sure everyone's having a great time. Do you know what I mean? Like, even from, like, security guards, they're all, like, everyone's great. Do you know what I mean? Download. And, like, I don't know how they pull it off every year because so many other festivals, like, don't pull it off every year. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly.
It's nice to see it, like, and especially like when you compare it to like when you see the crime rate at like the festivals like that Download festival, like, do you know what I mean, compared to other festivals, it's mental. Like, it just metalheads just look after each other more seemingly. Do you know what I mean? And like, everyone at Download is just like everyone's clearly there to have a good time, and it's always nice every year. Like, there's never
100%.
Yeah.
Even as to your point with the criminal stuff. Okay, so here in the States, you do festivals. If you walk out of the media area, take your stuff because it might not be there when you get back, And so first time I did Download, I was sitting across from this photographer and we were talking, we got friendly. And at one point he left the press tent for like a while and left all his equipment sitting there, like thousands of dollars of equipment. And so when he came back, I was like, are you worried about somebody taking that? Because here in the States, people are scumbags sometimes, that they would, other media people would take. And listen, when you talk about photographers, videographers that have that kind of equipment, they can't even afford that equipment. Okay, so the fact that like to take it from them to me is really like, why would you do that to a fellow media person? Well, that's the attitude at Download is like, they don't do that. He's like, oh no, we all watch out for each other here. Nobody takes anybody.
Yeah, exactly. No tolerance or anything like that, is there? And it is lovely to see like a community like that exists still.
I mean, just for us, like considering the scale of the festival itself, like I mean, we also have in the UK we have Bloodstock, but I
do that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the other equivalent in size, I guess you would say, but that's for obviously like, you know, more death metal, black metal, power metal. You know, that's the real Battle Jacket festival. But even just talking about like the scale of the festival itself, like I mean, I guess like in Europe, the equivalent you would have like Hellfest in France and maybe like Wacken in Germany. Like that's kind of what Download is for us in terms of like scale and size. So really, I mean, like, you know, Download is like the holy grail for like metal festivals and stuff in the UK. So for us, it's like it's mind blowing to cover this much ground in the space of a year. And you know, because we've done some good stuff over the course of the past year, but I would say to now be like airdrop just like straight into the biggest metal festival in the UK, unreal.
Yeah. Do you even have a clue how that happened?
Well, we got the takeover thing, so like we went through like there's like these guys at Takeover who run the takeover at Download every year. Like there's like on the Wednesday and stuff, like they just have a takeover and like sort of showcase like UK like the smaller bands that like not necessarily because like we didn't have a booking agent. Do you know what I mean? We run everything in house. We're like completely DIY sort of band. So like it's hard getting these opportunities, and like we just sort of applied for it. And I think out of like 600 bands, like 6 got chosen, and we were one of them. And we were just like didn't expect it like at all because we're such a new band really. And I'm just like, and it's like what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, like I don't even know. Yeah, I think we just got lucky, mate. If I'm being completely honest.
Hey, sometimes that's what it takes, right? You know. And so now what? Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your set at Download.
No, honestly, bro, we're bringing. Obviously, we've just released our new EP, Drowning, which came out in April. And that's just gone like it's seemingly gone a lot better than what we could ever have thought it has gone down. So we're just gonna play. Like I think we're just gonna bring Drowning to Download Festival. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Bring the pain. Do you know what I mean? Show everybody what we're about, because I think this is the first opportunity we've got to do this and play to like a crowd this big. Like we supported Vended last week, and that was insane as well because the scale of the show, like it's so much bigger than what we've ever played before. So I just want to keep smashing it, and I hope we can put on the biggest show as possible.
So go ahead. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, like, in terms of the sound itself, like if anyone's not familiar with like the kind of music we play, it's super aggressive, it's super like frantic, like different time different sort of tempos and stuff. Like it's super heavy. I think it'll go down well for like, you know, the first day of the festival. Everyone's kind of like, you know, set up their tents, got a few drinks in them and stuff. They'll be up for, you know, hearing some heavy music and stuff. So I think it will go down well. And like I think, you know, again, like what Sam said about like, you know, the record doing well and stuff, I think it's also important to make light of the fact that, you know, we've worked with like, you know, talented videographers and people who have taken, you know, good like promo shots of us and stuff. So really it's kind of like they deserve some of the credit as well for kind of like making us look professional, maybe more professional than we really are, but like, you know, like, at least giving us like, you know, the appearance of a professional band, which I'm sure like the Takeover guys, you know, they took all that stuff into account, you know, so like the music videos and stuff, they look really clean. And you know, the social media aspect of it as well, like, you know, we've been quite like careful about how that looks. So yeah, and I think there are a lot of people who've been involved over the course of it who, you know, who deserve like credit and stuff for it, for helping us out. we've got like a good, we've got like a proper like good team behind us and stuff, which we're really grateful for.
For sure.
Very cool, and you know, you guys are trying to look. That's why I'm moving like this, like my background.
Mate, we're trying. We're going for the
yeah.
I've got no gloves on today, so it's a bit hard. Do you know what I mean?
There you go. And I'd like to give our listeners a sense of your music, because it is. I love it. The new music is like so brutal, and that's the best compliment I could ever give you.
Thanks.
So to give them kind of a sense, if you were to pick one band that you would tour with, that you would say you were most matched with that band on tour, who would you pick?
See, there's a couple that jump to mind straight away for me, and that'll probably be like, I could give you three. I couldn't give you one. like I'm at a toss up probably between like Throne, 10-5-6, and Knock Loose. I'd say. I feel like that's like a free, because I feel like they're brutal, and I feel like they'd absolutely slap us every night, and I feel like I'd enjoy watching their set every single night, because they just absolutely demolish. Do you know what I mean? But
then again, you know, like there's definitely like, or that at least I've seen over the past, like I want to say maybe like 10 years or so, but like there's definitely been like a new wave of, especially like American bands, but like not exclusively, but that just play like punishing, quite like simplistic, heavy music. And I think that's what we're driving towards, really. Like, so, you know, you've got like your Knock Loose, you've got like bands like Throne, you know, they keep it simple, they keep it effective and heavy. I mean, like, I think a lot of us as well, like, we come from, you know, pretty like pure, just like kind of metal roots, really. Like me and Pat, we've known each other for a long time. We've always enjoyed like old school American deathcore, like Whitechapel, Born of Osiris, stuff like that. So from the kind of like rhythmic, like breakdown kind of side of things, like that was kind of where we cut our teeth. But like giving it like a more modern feel, I guess. Like, so, you know, you're talking about like Knock Loose and stuff, like those guys are killing it right now. And, you know, they're playing like really like stripped back, like minimal metal, and it just works.
It's sick. Yeah, Knock Loose would be a sick band too.
Definitely.
I have to agree too, because it's like, I think sometimes with metal, if you get a little too complicated, it's like it's a little much. Like, to me, it's like metal should just be in your face, brutality, moshable, and you know, not taken as seriously is the best way I can say. Even though taken seriously, I do believe it. Like, I believe lyrics should be serious, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
But when I say taking too seriously, it's like kind of, you know, I don't know, the best way I could describe it is corporatizing music and corporatizing metal.
I do know exactly what you're saying.
I kind of came from the last band I was in. I kind of come from like balls to the wall, like play as many notes in the song as possible, kind of like technical death metal background. And like, ironically, that band, you know, I mean, we took it pretty seriously. You know, we were really trying in that band, like, you know, to really like, you know, ham it up on the music, on the like the musical side of things. But now I think, I mean, I'm playing substantially, and you know, I'm on bass as well, so like I was always playing less notes than the guitar players, but I'm playing even fewer notes now. And I actually think that, you know, like this band's kind of going further. We're playing less notes, and you know, it's like it's a lot more kind of stompy, like just straightforward metal, and it just seems to be really effective. Like, crowds really love it. They love engaging with it because, you know, it just does the job.
Yeah, we're talking about fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and to your point, okay, so think about crowds like at shows. You know, those really specific death metal bands or really specific black metal bands, they have their core cultish following, but they don't. It doesn't kind of go beyond that, because it's such a niche. You know, and it's what I think, possibly. You know, it's like because you're such in a box that's what you're going to get, a box of people that follow it.
Exactly, man. And that's the thing, and you've got to like, especially to sort of like really push and try and make it sustainable as we've got to kind of somewhat cater to people. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, like the reason we make music like what we do is we just want to make people fucking move. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's 100% like we write our music for the live setting. 100%. I would say, don't get me wrong, like we do love our music. We love writing music. That is like the principal reason why we do it. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. We just want to see people have fun, move, and bring it to as many people as we can. And I know what you mean because like I love genres like black metal and stuff like that. Like I do love black metal and like I love like really obscure punk bands from like the 70s and shit. But like I know what you say, it's never really ever gonna get that further than that. What it already is. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like
exactly. And you know, you brought up fun. And that's the third thing that comes to mind. And going back to where I'm saying taken too seriously, man, if you're not having fun in this business, this is the wrong business to be in because there's too much
100%
not fun shit. That at least when you're playing and writing and doing that shit, it should be fun because otherwise, what's the point? And you can always tell. Like, see, those are the bands that last. The ones that are up on stage and you can totally tell they're having a blast, you know?
Yeah.
They're the epitome of what I'm saying of not taking themselves too seriously.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Like one of my all-time favorite bands is the Black Dahlia Murder, and they're in a genre which, you know, is like gatekept really heavily, you know, like death metal guys. Quite a lot of probably like die-hard death metal guys would probably say like, oh, you know, like the Black Dahlia Murder, you know, they're playing kind of like a poserized version of death metal, but but they're so sick at what they do. You know, they have, or rather they had, before Trevor died, they had this ironclad like 2-year release window. They would release an album every 2 years without fail, and it's just such fun music. Especially, you know, watching them perform it live and stuff like that. They never took themselves like way seriously or anything like that. And you can just really feel it. It kind of like comes out the pores of the music. So, I mean, similarly, the kind of genre that we're playing, like, it's not quite like, I wouldn't go so far as to say that it's like in like the pure hardcore realm, because there are definitely bands who, you know, like they've stylized themselves like, oh yeah, no, we are like hardcore. I'd say we're more kind of on the more like modern metalcore spectrum, but we're not necessarily reinventing the wheel. We're not stepping on anyone's toes, just kind of doing what we want to do. And
that's the way it should only be, right? You know, because listen, I think that's the way you get noticed, is being you instead of being what other people think you should be.
Yeah, exactly, man. And we just want to have fun and just like. And I think, all of our shows seem to be really fun at the moment, so it's going well.
See, there you go. There it is. Yeah. Tell everybody how they can connect to you guys on socials, how they can get the new album, how they can get your merch, check out all your tour dates besides download, and all that good stuff.
So you can go to our Instagram, which is INDEVTH with a V, of course, _, and that's the same across every single platform. You can stream it, our new EP Drowning, on Spotify, Apple Music, everything you can get. All of our videos are on YouTube. Yeah. And if you want to come to a show, our tour dates are on there too. So, yeah.
Nice. Is there anything else you want to tell the listeners about that you have upcoming or that we didn't talk about that they need to know?
Well, to be fair, we've got loads of shows coming up in the next couple of months and stuff. But we just announced a show in the Underworld with Dropout Kings and Hacktivist, which is going to be amazing. We're doing so much shit. We announced a tour with Cut Short at the end of the year. We've got loads of one-off shows. So if you're in the UK or Ireland, you can probably catch us, but not Europe or the US soon, unfortunately, because we are broke boys. But
yeah, we'll have to get.
If anyone wants to pay us to come out to Europe, we'll do it in a heartbeat.
There you go. And we need yet some US festival. So,
mate, hopefully.
I mean, yeah, same deal. Same deal. Yeah. Pay us to come out. We'll come.
Need that sun, honestly.
Yeah.
So very exciting. Download. That's going to be the beginning of it. And then they're all going to want you after, the powers that be, see your live show at Download. And,
we're hoping so, mate. Yeah.
There it is. And the music, everybody's got to check out your new music. It is badass, brutal. And I mean, just like you said, it's fun too. It's heavy, it's brutal, but it's fun too.
You're a gentleman. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you bringing us music because we need it most now. In the world we live in, music's the best therapy, and we need a lot of it. So thanks for that.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
You're welcome, man.
Mate, thank you for having us. Yeah, really appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.